What up, world? It's your boy Vic XL. This is the Ridin Durty show where we bridge the gap between hip hop and everyday life. That's right, with the platform providing a voice for those who might feel voiceless, or those who are captivating or cultivating the community and the culture. All right, so before I get into my interview, I always like to say one time for the good people over at WRFG 89.3 FM Atlanta, our FM radio home. Be sure to check us out every Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Okay. Also, gotta say one time for the good people over at Live 365. All right, Live 365 is a internet hub. Internet hub for internet radio stations. All right, they have over 500 plus radio stations, and I'm proud to announce that we have joined the fray. We are one of the stations that are now carried by Live 365. All right, so now you might ask yourself, how do I check you guys out? All right, the first thing you can do is, if you want to listen to us on your mobile device, is download the Live 365 app. All right, once you download the Live 365 app, go to search. That way you can search all the radio stations that are carried through the app and type us in, RIDE95, RIDE 95. Again, that's RIDE 95. Make sure you lock us in. That's right. Our brand new internet radio station is entitled Ride 95. You can listen to us 365 days a year, 7 days a week, all day, every day, 24 hours a day. All right. Again, that's Ride 95. Make sure you look us up through Live 365. If you choose to do it through your laptop or your desktop computer, just log into the website live365.com and search Ride 95 and lock us in. All right. Got to say one time for our amazing sponsors, the good people over at the I'm So Shirt Company. All right. The I'm So Shirt Company design t-shirts, designed especially with you in mind. These shirts are designed for you to represent who you are and let the world know what you stand for. Be sure to get your exclusive merchandise at the I'mSoShirt.com. Again, that's the I'mSoShirt.com. All right, we got about 23 more minutes in today, which is June the 10th. But in case you don't know, today is National Ballpoint Pen Day. All right? Grab a ballpoint pen and write this on your calendar. June 10th of each year is National Ballpoint Pen Day, recognizing the useful writing utensil and commemorates the anniversary of the patent filed on June 10th, 1943 for the ballpoint pen. All right? The best way to observe today is grab a ballpoint pen and write a letter to someone. Other ways to celebrate includes creating a doodle, post your most clever ballpoint pen used for advertising, make a list, create a memo, anything using a ballpoint pen. But if you choose to participate, make sure you hashtag Ballpoint Pen Day on social media. Again, hashtag Ballpoint Pen Day on social media. All right, so look, we're going to get right into it today. You know, the one thing I love most about this platform is the fact that I meet interesting people of all walks of life. We're not just hip-hop. We are a platform for those who are definitely doing things when it comes to changing our community and our culture. And tonight is no different than any other night on the Ridin Durty platform. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Ridin Durty show, author Richard A. Tallent. How you doing today, sir?
I'm super. Thanks for having me.
All right. First of all, welcome to the show. And I always like to start the show off by letting my guests give a brief description of themselves or their background or their current status in life.
Okay, yeah, thanks for having me. Again, my name is Richard A. Tallent. I'm an Amazon author, and I've been shooting the breeze, telling jokes, and looking for treasure all over the world since I graduated from Evangel University in 1987. I like to enjoy taking my wife and daughter to fun restaurants and waterfalls and rainforests. And currently, I'm in Hong Kong. I've been here about 8 years. It's Thursday morning here, but I'd like to get back to Texas someday. And when I'm not busy listening to good music like Willie Nelson and Crowded House and Paul Simon, I'm laughing with the Lord Jesus Christ. So thanks for having me.
All right, laughing with the Lord Jesus Christ. That's amazing. All right, so look, let's talk a little bit about let's talk a little bit about in your bio. The first thing before we get into the book, let's talk a little bit about your time in Hong Kong and teaching the English language.
Yeah, I've been here actually almost 9 years. I was teaching English in Texas, and basically sometimes in Texas it's a good place, but you got to move away to get a pay raise, right?
Okay.
I've done that a couple times in life, and I found on the internet that schools overseas are always looking for Americans to teach English, whether it's Hong Kong, Japan, Thailand, Korea, even South America and Europe. And frankly, I was able to double my pay. That was kind of the biggest thing. Is hey, everybody needs a pay raise these days, right? Mm-hmm. So along with that, it's fun to teach in a culture where I'm the minority, and I can, as a white person, I can appreciate people of color and the challenges they're facing, with the things going on, because I'm definitely kind of a minority person here in Hong Kong. Is everybody's Chinese culture, and so I think that's being here has helped me to frankly change a lot of my opinions, and I like that because as I said earlier, I believe in Lord Jesus Christ, and He has got to be in charge of my life. So that's a big thing, and that also teaching English is fun. And if, by the way, any of your listeners are looking at new opportunities and are looking into traveling or experiencing other cultures, look into teaching English overseas, because schools all over the world are still hiring Americans who are willing to come spend a few years and make a difference teaching English to people of different cultures. And a lot of times you get a pay raise and free airfares and get to travel around. So it'll definitely change your life. That's something I always like to promote to anybody. And I would say look at new opportunities, because I know a lot of times with the virus, the last few months, a lot of people have been laid off or lost jobs and don't know what to do. But the English teaching industry overseas, outside the country, is still wide open for a lot of people.
All right.
And I always promote that. I always like to promote that. Yes.
All right. How did you get introduced to actually this profession? Like, how did you even come across, like, hey, man, I can go and teach English in a foreign country?
Well, several years. Yeah, that's a good question. Several years ago, since I like traveling and learning about different cultures, I just Googled teach English overseas. So a pretty easy Google search, teach English overseas or teach English in Japan or Central America or the Caribbean. And a lot of jobs will pop up from a basic Google search, and they have recruiters that you fill out the information, and you can get a lot of information just by having somebody send you an email and tell you about the pay how much it pays, places they're looking for. And so, yeah, I would say it was just doing a Google search on teaching English overseas, and you'll get more, trust me, you'll get more information than you want. And I would say along with that, because I did, when I did originally notice your Facebook and your radio station, that if you are a person of color, there are a lot of opportunities, and a lot of people don't, maybe they don't see that, but a lot of places are willing to hire Black Americans, Latinos, and people of different ethnic cultures, because they see America as a diversity, even though it's got a lot of problems. Outside America, they still see America as a real opportunity. And so, I would certainly encourage anybody, people of color, to look into that, because there's a lot of opportunities. And it's nice to get a pay raise these days, right?
Oh, of course. All right, so look, let's talk a little bit about your journey into being an Amazon author and your book. What first drew your interest in becoming an author?
Well, I started thinking a couple of years ago that with Amazon you can basically get on your computer, type your story or your idea, whether it's your life story or something totally different, and then you open your Amazon account, and they will basically help you write your story and put it on as an ebook, which is 100% digital, or it can actually make it into a paperback book, and then you can put it on Amazon and create sales from it. So just keep that simple. I did it, and it took me about a year. My book is only 40 pages. It's a digital book. It's an ebook that you can read on your mobile phone or your laptop, and you can get it right away. Anybody that wants to get it, it's only 99 cents, so it's not going to break anybody's bank. And it's only about 40 pages. So my book, literally, you can read it in a couple of hours. And I just really enjoyed it, because then you learn a whole new idea about making money online. And I know you guys with your Facebook page and your hip hop station and your live Facebook, I was really impressed that, of all the details that you have. And and so that is kind of inspiring me to perhaps start my own Facebook live broadcast too someday, because you've given me a lot of ideas just in the couple of days that we've been trading emails about this. So, yeah. So to keep it simple, you can do anybody that has an idea can write a book. It doesn't have to be a big one. It can be 10 pages, 5 pages, 20 pages, and then you set a price on there. And once Amazon will help you publish it and get it online, and capture your dreams, capture your interests. I always like to tell people to do that, because if I can do it, I'm just kind of an average person, but I try to have my faith, get my faith in God, and do above average things. So that's the basics of how to publish it. Now the book is a whole new story in itself.
All right, let's talk about the content of the book. First, give us the title, and let's talk a little bit about the content and what the book is about.
Yeah, it's called Sunglasses and Spies, Stopping Human Trafficking in Paradise. And briefly about this, it's a couple of guys who, it's a comedy. Even though it looks serious, it's a comedy. And a couple of guys who are fun-loving. They drive old cars around Hawaii. They like drinking Mai Tais and Singapore slings and cold beers. And they're crime fighters. So if I know a lot of people, a lot of Americans like to watch Magnum PI and Hawaii Five-0. It's similar to that, but it's got a good twist on it. And basically, in this story, there are a couple of comedians. They have a lot of jokes, and they have fun in life, but they also want to tackle the serious current subject of human trafficking in America, and especially in Hawaii.
Okay. What made you pick this concept? What made you go comedy?
Well, that's a good question. What made me go comedy on this is because I watch all the comedy shows during the week, and I like joking around with people myself. And so if you're going to write about a serious subject, which a lot of crime TV shows and that we Americans watch are always serious, but sometimes it's good to have a comedy twist to them. And so I just put a little humor into it. So would you like me to read just a few sentences of it, of the book?
Most definitely. I was going to definitely ask you to give us a little bit of it. So yes, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, just briefly. Again, a lot of Americans like watching Magnum PI and Hawaii Five-0 type shows. Those have been popular for, since the 80s. And so I'll just read just briefly about the main figure, Stack Hill. His name is Stack Hill. Fun-loving Stack is no Magnum PI, although he thinks he is. Well, there is no wrong in thinking to be like Magnum, right? Stack knew Thomas Magnum when Stack was a little boy, and Magnum was good friends with his father. It would be great to honor him. But who is Stack Hill? He often starts partying around 3 in the afternoon by downing tequila slammers and then a couple of Long Island iced teas, and then slipping into some cold beer, so that by midnight he's partying on a subconscious level. Stack is a hunky guy with a left eyeball pointed towards his nose. He picked it up in a knife fight with a drug dealer years ago. He's handsome, but in a creepy way. Someone from a sketch. Anyone would hesitate to get close to him because of his mystery, but take a good chance because he's a really good guy. See, Stack originally stowed away to Hawaii on a Carnival cruise ship and found out to be a place his liking. He kept cash in his pocket by driving taxis in Seattle and working on a ranch in New Mexico. And he likes to have a roll of $20 bills in his front pocket. Jackson's, as he calls him, named after a truly cantankerous President Jackson. On arriving in Hawaii, he found out his college degree couldn't get him so far, so he arranged celebrity sightings and made money by solving crimes as a private investigator. And that's just, again, it's just a couple of paragraphs. It's only about 40 pages. It's digital, so you can read it on your mobile phone. You can read it on your laptop. It's and it's 99 cents. Again, anybody who's got 99 cents would really enjoy the humor. But it is tackling a serious subject of human trafficking that has, fortunately been around for hundreds of years. Forced labor, sex trafficking, and things like that. That's actually, unfortunately, is going on in Hawaii, which is a paradise to a lot of us. But sadly, it's actually going on these days. And so I'm trying to bring awareness of human trafficking issue, but also having humor, because we need to laugh. People need to laugh more these days. Things have been stressful the last couple of years. Life is always stressful, and it's good to have a couple of laughs, right?
Oh, man, I agree 100%. 2020 has been rough already, and we're not even 7 months in. So, yes, laughing is definitely a necessity. I tell people all the time, try to find 60 seconds in a 24-hour day where you can just laugh.
Right. That's true.
All right, now, just a quick question about, writing for Amazon. Was this something you found to be easy, and is it something that you would suggest to others?
I would definitely suggest it to others. There's definitely a reason to do it. First of all, because you can take a hobby. It doesn't cost you anything to get started on it. You just need to have your laptop, your desktop computer, and your biggest things is your ideas and your experience. And so any person can write about the things that they know, their own life events or their own interests or desires, ups and downs. And I would say the hip-hop community has a lot of, millions of stories that, people have written about. Or somebody could write just a personal story about their life. And just open up an Amazon account. They explain it in videos and on their website. And they'll show you how to get it started. They do all the technical work to make so that it looks good and professional. And the good thing is you can once you get into it, start it, you've got a new hobby with the possibility of making money at it. However, I do let people know that the money-making side isn't something I was interested in. I was doing it as a hobby, and so I haven't pursued the money-making side of it. But there are opportunities there. It's really just depending on how far people go.
Okay.
And so once you write it, then you upload it. And next thing you know, say you were writing about your personal story about starting a hip-hop talk show and a Facebook web page and your fascination in the industry, then you could go out and do that, put it on Amazon. You have your handsome face on the cover of an ebook, and then you do cross promotions with Amazon and Facebook, and you've got an audience of listeners and subscribers, so that now you're out, your platform is providing you yours. So I'm just using you.
90 seconds.
Done things that have, looking at your website, inspiring me to go on and do other things for myself. So that's why, I tell people, get out and try something, even if you've never done it, then that's a good reason to try it. That's the basics of Amazon, me doing Amazon, writing a book on Amazon.
Definitely. All right, so again, it's time for us to wrap this up, Mr. Tallent. Let the people know one last time the name of your book and where to find it, and if there's any contact or social media info you'd like to leave with the people.
Okay. It's called Sunglasses and Spies. And Again, I'm Richard A. Tallent. That's 2 L's, so easy way to spell the name. And it's on Amazon right now for purchase. It's actually been out there for a year. And that you can actually get in touch with me through Amazon. So I use Amazon as my website and all my contacts. And
10 seconds.
I'll make sure that you and I get together so that my book, I can give you some information on my book on your Facebook, and then you can everybody can see the copy on there too after we hang up.
All right, definitely. All right, last question. Will there be a part 2, or are you currently working on another book?
Everybody asks that. Yes, I'm actually working right now with a similar story, 2 similar stories set in Hawaii, because I love Hawaii. It's a beautiful place. I've been to it a few times, and it's a unique part of America. I'm working on 2 similar ebooks of about 40 pages, one about Tom Selleck of Magnum PI, about him specifically because he's been a favorite actor of mine. And then a second one, again, very similar to what I've been writing about Willie Nelson. And Willie Nelson, I love his music. And his book that I'm writing is called Pistols and a Puff of Smoke. And anybody that knows Willie Nelson knows Willie likes to take a puff every now and then. But he's also a good guy, and he's a crime fighter, too. So just keep in touch with me through Amazon, and you should see those 2 books coming out in a short time period, too.
All right, I got to say, Amazon or yourself, whoever chose the cover, I'm looking at the cover of your book now, did an amazing job. Man, I look forward to investing my 99 cents and taking the opportunity to read it.
Yes, and by the way, they, as I tell people that want to write, just the fact you mentioned that, I got somebody on a website to make that literally very professional for about $20. It was about $10 to $20. And many people are kind of like you. They see that and they say, that looks very interesting. And it makes people want to buy books, which is, what I'm doing. And so, again, it's just kind of highlights how anybody out there listening to us, if you've got a story, write about something that you're interested in. And then there are people that will do the artwork for a very cheap price to help you, show your best in your book. And there's a lot of YouTube videos on the internet that show you how to do all these things. So, yeah, thanks, because I really like the artwork in that too.
All right, one last time. How do you go about even setting this up to start writing? Go to Amazon? You actually went to Amazon, or how did you?
Yes, you go to Amazon, and you have to you get an Amazon account, which is free. It's no big deal there. And then just on Amazon's page, you click on Author Central. So you go to Amazon, and then you click on Author Central. And in Author Central, it's the main page. Or you can even just Google Amazon Author Central in Google. And that'll go to the page, and they'll tell you right there, more than I can do it, they'll tell you, starting at step 1, what to do.
All right. Mr. Tallent, I definitely appreciate your time this evening. And I look forward to hearing from you.
Good,
again.
good. Yeah, thanks for your time, and thanks to the audience, and inspiration to all, okay?
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was author Richard
Bye-bye.
A. Tallent. Y'all definitely check out his book on Amazon. And we'll be back tomorrow with another exciting show. Yours truly, Vic XL, man. This is the Ridin Durty Show. Y'all be blessed.